So everybody eats snacks, and a lot of people always ask me, how do I know if this snack is gonna be healthier than this, or what is the healthiest snack option for me? So in this video, I'm going to be going over how to tell which snacks are going to be more beneficial to get you towards your goals, whether that's weight loss or weight gain, and I'm gonna teach you how to compare multiple options to figure out which one is best for you. And we're gonna get right into it. But first, if you are new around here, my name is Dale, and I am a NASM certified personal trainer and nutrition coach who makes weekly videos based on improving your fitness and health. So if you are into any of that, please hit the subscribe button below. So we're going to be breaking this video into two parts. The first one being the nutrition label, and the second one being which snacks are best for you. So starting off with the nutrition label, obviously we know that fruits and vegetables are going to be your best snack options. So I am not going to be going over them in this video. Instead, I am going to be going over more snack foods, things that people are going to want to eat more than fruits and vegetables a lot of the time, and showing you comparisons there. So obviously, if you are familiar with this channel, you know that calories in, calories out is going to be what determines weight loss. However, if you simply look at the calories on snack foods, you will realize that they are generally in the same 100 to 200 calorie range, no matter what the snack is, whether it's potato chips, granola bars, popcorn, all of that is going to be within a range. So how are you able to tell which popcorn, for example, is better or worse in terms of losing weight or gaining weight, depending on your goal? How a lot of snacks manipulate this is by changing the serving size. So you may have heard me in the past talk about 28-gram snacks. And if you didn't know, 28 grams equals 1 ounce. And a lot of the time, these packaged snacks are portioned in 1 ounce portion sizes. However, this is not always the case and doesn't really work in terms of all snacks, but we're gonna be sticking for this little part to chips, pretzels, nuts, stuff like that for you to compare and contrast. So to start, my first example is going to be with two different kinds of pretzels. Right here, I have peanut butter filled pretzel nuggets, and here I have mini pretzels, and we're going to compare both of these and talk about which one may be better for losing weight. So you may be saying, Dale, it's obvious. One pretzel has peanut butter in it, which means its calories are going to be significantly higher. Well, you are correct. However, there is 110 calories per serving of the regular pretzels and only 140 calories per serving of peanut butter pretzels. So you may be thinking, for 30 calories, it might be worth it to just have the peanut butter pretzels. Now, this is where individuality comes in, and it's gonna depend on what you're looking for from the snack. So let's look at the serving size of each. So for the regular pretzels, a 28-gram serving is gonna give you about this much. I'll put some on the screen. And for the peanut butter pretzels, a 30-gram serving is going to give you this much. So you can see the comparison. There is a significantly larger amount in the regular pretzels versus the peanut butter pretzels. So if you're someone that is looking to get very full, you might want to eat the regular pretzels as opposed to the peanut butter pretzels. However, the next thing I'm going to want you to look at after the serving size and the calories is going to be the amount of protein in each snack. The reason why is because protein is higher in satiety. You need protein to build muscle, the higher thermic effect of food. I have a video talking about protein. I'll link it up right here so you can check that one out. But you're gonna wanna look at the protein. So in the peanut butter pretzels, it has 5 grams of protein per serving, meaning that 20 calories are coming from protein. And in the regular pretzels, it is just 3 grams per serving, meaning that 12 calories are coming from protein opposed to 20. So you can see when comparing these two, it's not as easy as you would think. And it's going to depend heavily on what you are trying to accomplish and the type of person that you are. If you are someone who could stick to a smaller portion size and be satiated, then the peanut butter pretzels are not a horrendous option for a snack. However, if you're someone who is going to keep reaching into the bag and you're still hungry, then you might want to go for a larger portion size, such as the regular pretzels. Really quickly, I'm just going to show you my go-to snack, which is Smart Pop popcorn, the mini bag. I will have a link for this in the description below to make sure you get the right one. So check that out if you're interested. So we have our 240 calories here, 110 calories here, or you can have the entire bag of Smart Pop for just 100 calories. and 3 grams of protein, which is going to help you stay full for longer. I eat Smart Pop almost every single day, and it helps me get rid of that chip craving thanks to the popcorn. So I mentioned before that using the serving size in grams is not going to be accurate for every single food. And what I mean by that is there are certain foods that you are going to have the same amount no matter what. Think of a sandwich, think of a granola bar, think of cookies. On a sandwich, you're going to have 2 slices of bread. No matter how much each slice weighs, you're going to have 2 slices. So on something like that, you want to look for the lowest calorie option. Same thing with cookies. You're not going to eat 30 grams of Oreo cookies because that may leave half of an Oreo, and you're not going to eat half of an Oreo. You're going to have a certain amount of cookies. So make sure you check the serving size. A lot of companies that slap protein on the label, such as Lenny and Larry's and stuff like that, they like to change their serving size to fit a more attractive caloric number. So if you look at a Lenny and Larry's cookie, the serving size is actually 1/2 of a cookie, and the calories are way higher than you think. Another thing like granola bars. So I have these 2 granola bars here. I have the Chewy bar, which you guys have seen me eat in my full day of eating video. And then I have a Snickers high protein bar, which I have yet to try. I'm going to be doing a review on it very soon on the channel, so subscribe if you're interested in that. But this has 100 calories. This has 213 calories. So you look at the size, you're eating the full bar, okay? They're relatively similar in size. However, the 20 grams of protein, which is 80 calories coming from just protein, is going to be a lot better than just the 1 gram of protein in the Chewy bar. So something like that, you're gonna wanna check out the protein to find which one is actually gonna be more beneficial for you. All right, so let's get into the second part of the video, and that is going to be figuring out which snacks are going to be best for you specifically to reach your goals. So if you are someone who binge eats, you are going to want to stick to the low calorie dense snacks. These are going to be obviously your fruits and vegetables. This is going to be your Smart Pop popcorn, and you're going to want to avoid things like pretzels, chips, cookies, peanut butter, nuts, anything that has a ton of calories in a small portion. The reason for this is because you're going to be eating a lot at once. And if the calories aren't helping you get full, you're just going to keep going versus eating something that's much more satiating that will send signals to your body telling you to stop eating before the calories get out of control. I would suggest if you are someone who has a problem with binge eating to portion out your snacks and don't ever just reach into the bag. If I have this bag of pretzels right here and I'm just eating out of the bag, it is going to be a lot easier to put down 1,000 calories versus if I had portioned it out and had 1 or 2 servings per, say, Ziploc bag. It's going to help you manage your calories a lot easier. So I would suggest right when you buy a snack like pretzels or something that you may foresee yourself binging, think of 2 options. Option A, don't buy it at all. Don't have it in the house. This is for foods that are serious problems for you. Option 2 is going to be to buy it and right when you get home, portion it out and then throw away the large bag. This is going to help you significantly in reducing your calories down the road. If you are somebody who picks at foods often, then you are going to look for the same thing as someone who binge eats. Just because you spread out your calories over a longer period of time doesn't mean you're not getting as many calories in over the course of a day or a week. The difference is, if you're someone who picks at food, I would recommend setting aside a snack time. This is when you'll actually sit down and get a snack together, maybe 300 or 400 calories, depending on your calorie allotment for the day, and say that this is the time where you are going to eat your snack. Make sure you're eating some low-calorie dense foods to keep you full so that you're not going to be sitting there picking at food all day. Another suggestion I would have is do not have any snacks easily accessible to you. If you work at a desk, say right next to your kitchen, then put all of your snacks that you constantly pick at on the top shelf. Make it difficult to get. You're not gonna want to go through the effort of grabbing the food for just 1 or 2 pretzels. However, if you did, those 1 or 2 pretzels can add up over time, and before you know it, you just ate 100 or 200 pretzels, which would result in a ton of extra calories. Now, if you are someone who skips meals in an attempt to get healthy, I would recommend mixing high calorie dense foods with low calorie dense foods and mixing them together. The reason for this is because You are not doing yourself any favors by skipping meals. At some point, your body is going to need the energy, and if you do not give your body that energy, certain things are going to falter. Your energy is going to drop, and your sleep is going to be poor, just to name a couple things that are going to happen if you constantly are skipping meals. So it is going to be important to get calories in. You are the type of person that may want to eat some peanuts or some almonds to get some healthy fats and some higher calories if you're going to be skipping meals. You want to get those calories from somewhere. You want to give your body the tools that it needs to be able to perform at its highest potential. And the low calorie dense foods are going to provide you with that satiety and it's going to keep you full for longer. If you are none of those three types of people, just as a general rule of thumb, you're probably going to want to stick to the low calorie dense foods. A lot of people fail on their diets because they end up starving themselves and they get very hungry and they eat a lot. Eating these low calorie dense foods is going to help you a ton in achieving your goals if you are somebody who tends to starve yourself and then you eat a ton. Manage your caloric allotment with lower calorie options and you will be well on your way. If you learned anything of value from this one, please leave the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos just like this one. I'll leave a link to the food scale that I use in the description below. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.